Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. My name is Rees and I'm about to bring a message to whomever this resonates with today. Don't know what's about to come out, but my last couple of reads were pretty lengthy, so that's fun. There's a lot that needs to be said. Woo-hoo. Let's see what's in this one. Let's start here. Certainty. Period. Period. Oh shit. Y'all can see that? All right. I know it's blurred. So, let's get a little serious real quick. I'm gonna say this first and foremost. This might be a trigger warning. I'm not going to go ahead and put that in the title though, because I know that's not the focus. However, right now, of the overall energy that I just pulled of these three cards was miscarriage. Okay, so certainty, miscarriage, and source. What I immediately got from this is you feel that something was taken from you. You feel like the rug was ripped underneath your feet at one point where you were expecting something that was so precious to you. You were looking forward to this, something that you've grown from a seed, something that you've put time into, a lot of love into. Something was ripped from you. Certainty. But I'm also getting that you in the energy of receiving exactly that back. Could be like a Job situation. Job had everything removed from him. I mean stripped, okay? Down to the cattle, down to the children. He ain't had nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if Source took that nigga boxers. Like, you was out there ass naked. You ain't have nothing, Job. But he held it down. He stayed so, it may have felt him in the, it may have got him in the fields, but he stayed 10 toes. He stayed grounded in his faith and his knowing and his faith in God. He knew that there was a promise. With this certainty and source, yeah. So I'm getting something was ripped from you. Something was taken from you. However, Job received everything he was missing 3 times over. So I feel as if you're about to receive something that you were without. I'm sorry. You're about to receive something that you were without for a while in multiple. You may not have understand why exactly this happened. It may have taken you down a rabbit hole a little bit. You had to explore this this situation. Oh yeah, with this 2 of Cups. It was something about your emotions that needed to you had to balance your emotions in it. You had to, because Job, I'm getting it, but I'm having a tough time articulating it. Job was getting a lot of things from everybody else telling him what to do, how to feel. And he ain't listened to that. Instead, he explored what the hell was going on. He had faith in source and he remembered that, but he knew, hi feline. Yeah, overall energy to Harumph. He knew that this was source ordained and source was behind all of this. So with this Page of Wands, 2 of Cups, is you, instead of like you just immediately getting sad, depressed and upset at your circumstances and being like, damn, this sucks. Of course, I'm going to cry it out because I don't like it. You explored what exactly you were to be figuring out what these balance of emotions here. You didn't let your emotions do this. You stayed like this. Hi, George. How you doing? Okay, I'm coming. 5. Ooh, okay. So this is going to be a quick message because my baby girl is thirsty and I cannot pause this. Oh, yeah. Someone took something from you. People were trying to rob you of your emotional stability when it came to how you handle this. But you didn't do that. You stayed focused, level-headed. Even though that card isn't out here. Those cards aren't out here. I don't see those night cards or anything. Excuse me, sweetie. This Page of Wands, though, and the Seven of Swords. You feel like something was taken from you. Yeah, but you knew it was God. You knew it was God. You were certain that it was God. You knew God had the stamp of the heavens above all of this, on all of this. It was like notarized by God. So there's some type of celebratory moment that you're going to be experiencing, just like Job. All right? So this was definitely a quick message. I'm talking to a Job here. This was just, I guess, a quick confirmation. I'm talking to somebody who had a couple of things that was taken from them, and you ain't get mad. You ain't curse out your team. You ain't go to hex nobody. Hell, you ain't try to seek out revenge. None of that. There's no redemption here. None of that. You were certain that this was source ordained, okay? You knew source was at the hands of all this. And instead, you stayed level-headed. You stayed emotionally grounded about it and just explored this energy a little bit more. What is God up to exactly? Why is God removing this from me? And what am I going to get in return? What is there to come from this? So you're about to be in celebratory energy. Hi, baby. Come on. You're about to be celebrating something, and as you should, like Job. And it's funny how it's the Three of Cups, because Job got everything back in threes. So you could expect what was taken from you to be gifted back to you in threes. You could definitely expect it, at the very least, be expected to be gifted back to you in threes. If it's opportunities, expect 3 opportunities. If it's sources of income, expect 3 sources of income. If it's people gifting and giving you offerings and donations, you can expect 3 different people, 3 different sources to be giving you gifts, offerings, or donations. You're no longer in this Five of Pentacles energy where you have to feel as if you were lacking with this miscarriage, that you felt like you were without. Because Job did sit in a little of the Five of Pentacles energy. Like I said, God took everything from him, down to children, okay? The nigga probably didn't even have no drawers on his ass. Like, you ain't have nothing. And it's freezing cold day out there in the snow, and they shivering. Job ain't have nothing, okay? Source literally was like, took all that shit and just sat there on the side like, what you finna do? And he stayed 10 toes. And because he did, he's being gifted. And especially in front of everybody, for everybody to see, because you're going to be like a walking testimony. People have to see a miracle performed by the divine, because this is giving everybody inspiration and motivation for them to be able to stay grounded when it comes to the emotions as well. All right, this 9 of Wands. Hell yeah, yo. You was 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. If this ain't Job, god damn, yo. Y'all was Job like a mug, y'all. Y'all want a closeout card from the universe? Man, y'all was Job, man. Someone had some shit ripped from them. Y'all had the rug ripped from y'all, yo, from underneath your feet. It could have been your house. It could have been your car. It could have been your job if anybody lost your job. Source took that shit real quick. No heads up, nothing. Just boop. Why you not looking? Boop. And you were tested to see how you responded in that. But you did good. Well done, my friend. Well done. Abundance. Abundance comes from inner fulfillment and outer effort. I didn't even have to read that. Abundance is yours now. That's what the celebratory energy is right here. That's literally Job. This is for somebody who is a Job person right now. Who is in Job energy right now, okay? You are the epitome of Job, the modern day Job, the Job of today. All right? That is you, Big J. Damn. Put some respect on your name, because that's very hard to do, especially in today's world. People feel as if they have to take a couple of steps back, like, oh man, I lost my sauce. I don't got the juice no more. Let me scheme to get it. Let me make sure I keep up with the Joneses. It's hard for people to take an L nowadays to sit back. But when you're a bow and arrow, you have to pull that arrow back to be able to let go, surrender, and dart forth and hit your target. You can't do that when you're worried about how everybody else is perceiving you. So you took your L, you allowed Source to do the Source thing because you were certain that Source had its hand in this, okay? You dove into this. You got real curious and was like, nah, let me explore what the hell is going on, because it was kind of odd how it happened. It had to have been a divine, because at the rate that you were going, you're like, yo, nah, I know I'm a good person. I know I put good into the world. Why the hell is all these things being ripped from me? What the hell? Nothing? I can't have nothing, God? All right, well, I know you got the hands of it, so let me just wait and see what you give me in return. It's like God was making room for better, but in that, you were also still getting judged. You were also being tested. God wanted to see how you were going to respond, okay? Like, you were going to get your shit back, but I want to know if you're going to get your shit back in ones, twos, or threes. Like, how well did you do? Apparently, you did really, really good. That you about to get it back in threes. All right, so abundance comes to you now. Another congratulations. I've just been hitting y'all with congratulations messages all day today with these reads. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are in great energy. Mwah. I love y'all. Bye.